Right, so today's little tutorial is about creating YouTube thumbnails using PowerPoint. So what do I mean by a YouTube thumbnail? So very quickly, we're going to share screen and I'll show you what I mean. So on a typical YouTube feed, whether it is on your phone or a laptop or even on the television, the first thing you see are these still images. These are the thumbnails. So we hover over some of them, they'll play for us. So it's as we get this short snippet, but the thumbnail itself is static. There is nothing yet, no movement to attract our attention. So the thumbnail is what is going to get people's attention first. So image will grab the attention, then they'll probably transition down to the title to see what the video is all about. So it's quite important to get these thumbnails right because they have to stand out. YouTube is a massively crowded place with huge amounts of content being uploaded all the time. So your thumbnail is the bit that's going to get people to go, ah, right, stop, have a look. So, I mean, have a look at some of the examples here. Apparently having a face is a good way to grab people's attention. So using, if you do want to put your own image or the image of someone's face on the thumbnail, faces are a great way to grab attention, but you might not feel comfortable or it might not be appropriate. But again, there are various things that will grab our attention, and images will grab attention, large things will grab attention. So, you know, the big text around this 30% rule is going to grab our attention far quicker than the collaboration in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint small text on that one. So it's about impact. Also, the more it contrasts, the better. So again, this is and this one are very good examples because you've got faces on them, which are going to grab attention, but you've got dark grey against the house metaphor that is you know, against a white background, which really stands out. And again, we've got these very bold text. We've got the 30% in a red background. It pops out. So as we're scanning through a crowded stream, they pop out. Whereas I know this has 89 million views, so we can't really criticize it, but it's just got Conan at the bottom. Now we know who Conan is. We know he's an American talk show host, so that is going to grab our attention far more. But if it is your brand, an unknown brand, and you're trying to discover a community to embrace your videos, a thumbnail like that is not going to stand out enough to grab attention. So creating a thumbnail is really important. And it can be very simply done by using PowerPoint, which I'm going to demonstrate now. So here we have PowerPoint. I'm sure you're familiar with PowerPoint. It's, you know, if you've got a PC, it's going to be on your Office a package. And you can get versions of this as well on Apple Macs as well. But PowerPoint is where I go because it's flexible. You can add all sorts of elements to it. So I found this image that I've put on because it's got lots of social media icons on it, which indicates I train digital marketing. So there's social media stuff here. I've added a nice big piece of text that is going to stand out. I'll pop my logo on there as well. And I've chosen a background. Now you can do any of this. You can add your own images, your own elements. You know, you can insert all sorts of things. So, you know, over here you've got text boxes, word art, which means you can do fairly funky fonts if you want to. Add just a text box to start typing some bits in. That's how this was created. And you can create a fairly compelling image. I've got black text on a white background, high contrast. No, that is a really good way of making it stand out, or white text on a black background or a darker background. You want that contrast. It's got to stand out in that crowded feed. I've also got one of the best things you've got in PowerPoint is this design tool up here, which actually has a load of pre-populated backgrounds that you can choose. So rather than having to go through a whole design process, you can have a look at some of these and see which of them actually appeal to you, whether they are, and you can then adjust the colors to be congruent with your brand. I mean, this one that I've chosen here, there are, I'm just going to minimize my screen for a second. We'll go back to design. There are color variants that I can choose with this particular background that I have chosen. So once you've got something that suits your mood, suits your business, you can play around with it and customize it far more. I'm going to stick with this one. What you've also got as an option, once you put this basic layout, so this is just a basic layout that I put together myself, you've also got on the side here design ideas. And if I click on the design ideas, what it'll do, it'll make suggestions as things that might look funky for you. So what you can see here now is that they have given you some suggestions as things that they think might look good. They've taken the elements that you put on the page and have reorganized them. Now sometimes you get ones that don't work so well for you. For instance, this one here is no good because my header's behind my logo. This one, text is probably a little bit too small, but you can move around. I would also, much as I use generally green text on my slides for the headers, I always use black text for the things I want people to read and pay attention to. So I can always grab that and change the color. I can also change the font. So once you've got an idea that you like, once you've got a design that works for you, you can amend it still further if you wish. So no, just a couple of bits and pieces there to try and make a compelling thumbnail. And I am going to create a thumbnail. I've just done a video on creating YouTube banners. So I'll keep social media tips and creating a YouTube channel art, isn't it? YouTube channel art. There you go. So social media tips, creating YouTube channel art. That is the thumbnail that I want. The text is nice and big. It's on a white background. In fact, I want to move it up a little bit. There you go. So nice and central. Hopefully that will grab people's attention. Now, once you've created it, all you need to do is if you go to File and go to Save a Copy, instead of saving it as a PowerPoint presentation, if you click the down arrow here, you want to save it as a PNG. So portable network graphic format, not a JPEG. JPEGs are great for normal photographs that you're going to upload to a website, for instance, but for things such as thumbnails, logos, and headers, you want a PNG. They're called vector graphics, and what they do is they stretch. Doesn't matter whether you take that PNG and you plaster it on the side of a building or you have it as a tiny thumbnail on your Twitter account, it will always scale and look nice and clear. So portable network graphic, I'll call this YouTube banner. And then it's going to go into that. Lovely. I'm going to save it. Just this one. And now that is saved as a PNG photograph. So if I close down PowerPoint, I will show you the result. So here's the finished product. It is sitting in a file on my computer as a PNG, ready to be uploaded to YouTube. I'll do a separate video on how to upload YouTube videos, including how to pop thumbnails on it. And there'll be a little card popping down somewhere here right now if you're watching on a laptop or on a mobile phone, that will take you to that video. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to put a little box up either here or here, which will contain that video, so you can click on it and go to the next steps. But I've always found PowerPoint to be a great way to get this done, but Canva is also very good. It has a YouTube thumbnail template available. But you want something that stands out. You want something that's highly contrasting. You want something that's going to grab people's attention. Otherwise, in that incredibly busy YouTube feed, they're just going to scroll straight past it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this useful and informative. If you're watching this on a social network, then by all means give it a thumbs up, but a heart is even better, and share it to anyone you think is going to benefit from it. If you're watching on YouTube, give it a thumbs up if you can, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you very much indeed. Keep well, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye for now.